Hi guys, this is Carrie. Welcome to A Crone's Life. So I've got a box. I'm going to do this unboxing today. I know exactly what it is. I've been waiting forever to do this. I'm so excited. I love getting packages anyway, but I know what this is. So we're going to do an unboxing together starting now. I wanted to do this video outside because it's been so pretty lately, but the problem is it now looks like it's gonna rain. So, ta-da! It's the Wonder Walking Tarot Oracle thingy. I'm so excited. I've been so into watercolor lately, like gouache, watercolor. Oh my gosh, look at all the pretty. So I got some bags, a little bit of string. Oh, this is gonna be perfect. I'm going to New Zealand and I needed some things to keep my tarot stuff together. This is perfect. And look, a blanket. Okay, we're gonna sprint this. I can't take this one to New Zealand, but oh, look at it. Oh. Oh my gosh. It's her labyrinth design. And I'll get a better picture and just kind of insert a really big, nice picture of it. I decided to take a video because the blanket is so big and I wanted you to see the details because I thought that the octopus was the design on this labyrinth painting for the blanket, but it's not. It's got ravens and it's got an elephant. It's got this stained glass window type design right here in the middle, and it just makes it completely unique and different from what she had on the other things. So just an idea for how bright and colorful it is. Details, details. And there's the little fringe so you can see all the colors that were incorporated in this design. And this is Sally, and she has decided she loves this. And that's my granddaughter's toys. She's into cars right now. So, all the fun stuff. Too excited. Okay, so this is going to be the journal, I'm pretty sure. Yes, I feel the nice linen-y cover. That's the labyrinth design that's going to be on this blanket here. You've got the nautical fun stuff on it. Diary of Wonder. Oh, this is really nice paper. It's smooth, so it's good for writing. I'm not sure how well it's going to take my gouache. That's okay. I can use ink for this. Wow. She even gives you ideas on what to paint and draw. That's cool. So cool. What's in my adventure kit? Yep, I'm building an adventure kit. I think I've shown you guys my, I'll have to show you my art mini kit again so that you can see what I'm taking to New Zealand for my painting and drawing fun stuffs. I'm sorry if I'm just going through this so fast and haphazardly, but I'm so excited. Thank you, Carrie. Hope much magic comes your way. Love, Amy. What a sweetie. Exploring enchantment. Nice. I really like these creative cards too. That's so pretty. I'll do this set up on my desk so you can see things kind of up close. And here is the other book. Oh, there's still some stuff in there. Okay. I've been saving all these tissues that I've got. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just think it's so pretty. Okay. An explorer's journal for wonder walking. What can I do to engage, attach, and anchor myself to the land? So this is a really, really full book. I love it. She is a tabula rasa, chance for do-overs, all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed possibility. If we choose to enter the land of shadows, all is not doomed, for our eyes adjust and magical nocturnal worlds open up before us. Activities to try. Really cool stuff! Ugh. Okay. This might be... And my granddaughter's gonna love these things because they dissolve in water and we play with them. It's gonna be great. Yep. I think when I saw her Kickstarter advertised, I can't even remember when it was. I know it was a while back, but I just remember that being kind of the start to how excited I got over painting again. So I was already, oh wow, that's pretty. I was already drawing again and trying to get my act together with painting, but I really started to play with the paints again after I saw her advertisement. So I really think that this is the boost in motivation for creativity that I really, I'm excited. Not that I need physical things to boost my creativity, but sometimes you need a physical reminder of how desirable creativity is in your life. So let's hold on a second. I'll clean some space and we'll flip through the cards, okay? So Sally refuses to move, but this is the opposite side. I've got the butterflies right down here that were on the other side when I flipped it. And then the ravens are up here in the trees. There's another raven. There's a silly kitty cat. Bird, and the elephant is right here. So just flipping it around, that's what it looks like. Okay, since I'm going to be just sitting and hanging out with you guys for a minute, I will catch you up on what has been going on in my life, because I feel like I haven't really been here much. I've said it too many times, you're probably tired of hearing it, but I'm going to New Zealand in about 2 weeks. Less than, really, 2 weeks. And so I've tried to cut back on spending. And so I got rid of my video subscription, my video editing subscription, because it was just a lot. And I don't know. I wasn't sure if that was something that I really needed. So I wanted to try life without it. And yeah. So I have more raw footage for you guys to enjoy. And I don't know. It's just what it is. So this is the little art kit that I'm taking with me to New Zealand, along with trying not to spend more money. I've decided to try to minimize like my stuff. I've been decluttering for a long time anyway, but I found that this exercise of just putting these tiny little things, these kits together, made me feel really good. I did it with my toiletries as well. I don't wear a whole lot of makeup, but what I do wear, I'd like to, you know, just have it in my kit. So I minimized everything kind of the way you see it here in that as well. And I'm working on doing a capsule wardrobe. So yeah, it's an exciting time for me because I'm really feeling it. Like, you can go through the motions of things and say to yourself, this is good for me and I'm gonna do it, but don't always like have those intense things are working great kind of feelings. So when I started doing this and it felt so good, I thought I would try it with everything else. So what I did was I cut watercolor paper down to small sizes, and I thought that this was a pretty decent travel kind of size for my watercolor paper because, for one thing, it's fairly thin. I can tape it into my journal, or I could just leave it as a bookmark in my journal, whatever I want to do. I also have the opportunity, I can make little envelopes and stick these in the envelopes in my journal so the actual paper doesn't get hurt, but they have a place to be. But again, I think that this was a nice size, and it's good watercolor paper. It's Legion paper, and it's different styles of Legion paper, but it's all 100% cotton paper. So, and this is my palette that I made. My white floats around in here, so there it is. I don't know why it doesn't stick down, but it doesn't stick in any of my palettes. I'm not sure why. Everything else sticks pretty well. But I did air dry clay and I covered it in resin, and it looks a hot mess, but you know what? I'm okay with that. But that's gonna be my little paint palette, and I covered it in stickers, so I've got a lion and the moon and I don't know, some stampy type washi tape on the sides. So that's my palette. This is going to be for mixing colors, and all it is just a bottle cap. Of course, I need a sponge and my 2 paint brushes. They fit really nicely in my case. This is it's for sewing. It's a gauge, but it's really nice for just having a straight edge. It has a little dot on all of the 1 and 1.5 marks. So, well, I should say on all the half marks. So starts here, and at a half it has an opening, a dot, and then the 1 has an opening, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4. So I could make marks where I want to incorporate a particular design that could be 1/2 inch apart from the next, things like that. So that's my little straight edge. This is for water. All I have to do is just unscrew it and put water inside, and it'll spritz my palette and it'll spritz my paper, so that's really nice. I like the shape of this too because it's thin enough to where it fits in all my different cases, but it's long, so I wonder if I'm doing this right. I'm probably going to break it and then I'll be sad. That seems to be how I do. But yeah, it's thin, but it's big enough, so it'll hold quite a bit of water. And then of course my eraser. So everything fits in here really a particular way, and hopefully I'll get it right the first time. But this is a lot nicer to carry just what I need for my art and adventures while we're traveling, and I'm rest assured not to have left anything at home because I've looked over it so many times. And my little Mimit mouse, and I can keep it closed with this pretty ribbon that I got from this last thing that I'm showing you guys. It's so cool. Anyway, this is part of my wonder walking, so I'm showing you all the things. This is another thing I wanted to show you, and I think I've shown you in another video also, but these I got on Amazon. It's a pretty inexpensive brand. It's off label, whatever. F-U-U-M-U-U-I. It doesn't make any sense to me. I can't pronounce it if I tried, but these get really good reviews, and I've painted with the medium size already. They keep their shape super nicely, and just, I don't know, I just really enjoy the size, the shape. I like the fact that the tip is going to be protected inside this metal case when I'm, you know, traveling about. I think I used the middle one because this one's still small, but it's real pretty. I mean, just a real nice tip. And then this is the one that I've used. It still feels really firm. That's so funny. Okay, cool. Super, super cool. But 3 sizes, and I don't think this cost very much money. It was like $12, $15 at the most on Amazon, and I don't think I'm going to take this with me, so don't think that this is part of my New Zealand travel, but this is definitely something I wanted for, you know, being outside and painting here around the house and maybe at the refuge or whatever. But I've got these little tins, and they also have graphite paper, pencil sharpener. This is my straight edge right here. It's metal, so it'll hold up really well. My spritzer, and yeah, so that's for drawing. And then this one should be for painting. Yes, so I broke and sawed off a tiny itty bitty little paintbrush so that I could do tiny itty bitty little paintings. And there's a spritzer and a sponge down in the bottom. So, and I just have to use my palette from the, oh no, I did something. So yeah, I could use the palette from my New Zealand kit, or this was a little secret desire I had. I've watched too many videos on YouTube. Oh, all my colors came popping out. And I got one of these because they are so small and amazing, and they have everything you need without having too much. And I guess that's good enough. This is where you mix your paint, and you can clip it onto your palette or your paper and sit outside and paint honeysuckles, which was my first idea. We'll see how that goes. Super, super revved up about doing gouache and watercolor. So this Wonder Walking is right at the right time. Like, it has come in at a perfect time for me. Let me put the rubber band back on here, and then I'll show you this stuff up close. This is the bag that the journal was in. Diary of Wonder. It has this wonderful, and I do not take these things for granted. I've had some journals that had the elastic and then they broke, and I just felt like, you know, that is such a really nice part of a diary or a journal, being able to close it up with an elastic band. So I have an appreciation. I appreciate that. I'm not sure what to read to you out of this, but I do want you to have a chance to see, you know, how much effort she put into the artwork, and just, if I could even show you how thick the paper is, but it's really difficult to convey that. Very awesome. This is my the reason why I showed you all my stuff again, because I saw this page and I was like, yes, you need to see my kit. Oh, I can't wait to decide what oh yeah, I can't wait to decide what tarot decks to take with me on my trip. It's going to be a lot harder than I expect it to be, I'm sure, because I've been stressing about it already. And then we get into some blank pages. And, you know, it's just beautiful. It's got the gold on the edges. You don't even feel it, the gold, but it gives it this elevation, some extra beauty. Give yourself some pride in what you're doing. This can be just a wonderful legacy book my kids will have to fight over one day. they're not gonna fight over it. I'll do 2. Anyway, okay, so I've shown you part of it. I got to see some of this in the works while she was building it. I thought it was so pretty. There we go. Here's a little bit more art. That's beautiful. All right, so that's the Diary of Wonder Walking. Diary of Wonder. I always try to make it more than it is, don't I? Okay, so this is its bag. It's very soft, canvasy, but almost a silky woven feel. Let's do the Magical Night Journey, finding wonder and serenity under the moon and stars. Again, I really don't know what all to read to you, but I do want you to see how beautiful, how much intention she put into all the artwork that's in here. And I don't know if you guys remember, but I love to have prompts for everything that I write about, because I'm just not, I don't know, I'm just not motivated to start with a blank page when it comes to writing. Artwork, that's another story. I can start with a blank page because I just love color, so throwing color on a page to get started is easy peasy. But with writing, I have some, I don't know, I don't feel as strong or creative with my writing, so all of these prompts are just going to come in so handy. It's going to be wonderful for me, I hope. I mean, I'm making some assumptions that I'm going to be as attached as I think I will be, but I think I will be very attached to this series of books, or this collection of stuff. So the last book, this is the Wonder Walking, okay, an Explorer's Journal of Wonder Walking, and it also has the gold edges. But this is less of a diary and more of, I mean, it's got places for the diary part, but it's got more of suggestions for things to do while you're out wandering and taking in nature. So I really felt like this particular book, I think, is integral in this wonder walking practice that she's trying to develop. She's given a theory to started creating, this is just like a new idea for practice, and it's a whole realm of practice. So she's got the lore, and she's got the practice activities and everything in here. So this is integral. I think this is really important. And I'll have to practice my handwriting before I start writing in this, because again, this is a beautiful book, and I would not want to waste the lovely space. Nice. Yeah, I've got some photographs I was thinking about painting from, but I really like the idea of actually being in nature while I'm painting. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I hope you guys are ready to go through these cards, because I am super stoked. This is the thank you card she sent. Hopefully everything is in frame. I'm not standing up because my back hurts. These are my 2 bags. Again, I think I couldn't be more excited. If I could fit, literally, I don't think I can, but I do have a lot of mini decks. If I could fit 8 decks in this bag, I'll have it made for New Zealand. I'm going to have to look through my mini decks to make sure I can fit everything I want in that bag. It'll be perfect. Okay. Here we are. This is it. Oh, the moment I've been waiting for. Okay. Get my little bitty scissors. Look at these vivid colors. I mean, that is just gorgeous. Gorgeous. And the labyrinth that's printed on here is a gloss stamping. So everything else is matte or rose petal, and the labyrinth design is gloss. And the magic awaits on all this is gold. And this is gold, a deck for wonder walking. Get that crinkly plastic out of the way. Walk in wonder. So it's a matte finish on the edges. I would almost say that that's tan and not gold, but I think that it's beautiful. It's hard to, oh no, wait. Okay, so it's pearly because I get it in the light and it just shines, it hits me. Also has a couple of dings on it, but I don't know if that's from just sitting in the box too long, you know? So, I don't know if I can get it on my phone, but the pearlescent, when the light hits it, is real pretty. Okay. Keep messing up my sheet here. Altar cloth. All right. Physical realm, creative realm, the inner realm, the influence realm. Ask beautiful inquiries like, and it gives you an example of questions. Wonder and curiosity, magic making, truth finding, secret garden, mini travelogue, how to use this section. So, this is the physical realm, the creative realm, the influence realm, and the inner realm. Those colors make a lot of sense to me. That's lovely. And suggestions for pairing. Oh no, paintings. I'm sorry, my eyes. I can't read. I can't see. Okay. These are the backs. They're thinner than they are. Well, let me get a tarot deck, because I was going to say these are thinner than tarot cards, but they might be very similar. This is my Neoteric Feminine tarot deck. So it is traditional tarot sized. Oh, very freaking close. Just a tiny, like, fraction off from the length. I don't know why it felt like so much more. Okay, so these are basically tarot sized. Good to know. Give you a good idea of the size of my hands, tarot sized. So we will turn this over. And something you guys probably already know about this, if you know anything about this deck, is it's all landscape. Hopefully it's in frame. We'll see. Okay, so I might have trouble reading some of the names on the cards just because I've already said I have a difficult time with my eyesight these days. Maybe I won't try to read some of them. Fairy Worlds, Flora, Height, Story, Synesthesia, Disruption, Discomfort, First Love, Textures, Symbolism. And the feel of the cards, the front feels like the actual image feels a very light rose petal, not a heavy, thick rose petal. And then the back feels matte. I don't know if that makes sense. If you guys have ever touched cards that have different backs than fronts, this definitely feels a tiny bit rose petally on the front, and this feels matte on the back to me. Mood painting, Thumbelina, Fauna, Play, Naivete, Spirit of Place, Enchantment, The Woods, Intuition, Home, The Moon, Wonder, Poetry, The Sun, Study, Journey, Follow the Rabbit, Pretend, Connect, Immersion, Roots, Dream, Listen, Dawn, Landmark, Color, Edges, Memory, Hidden, Belonging, Shape, Dusk, Darkness, Notice, Fog, and Discernment. Beautiful cards, beautiful cards. This is going to be a fun adventure. Give me a second. I'm going to check my video and see if I need to redo anything. Okay, just to catch you up on a little bit of my artwork. Not that I have anything to show off, I'm just playing. I wanted to mention that no matter what I do, my granddaughter wants to do it too. So she has a collection of these lovely paintings. I try to do something with the ones that are less than stellar. You know, draw pictures inside of her little shapes. And you'll see some of that too. But I've given her compliments on her artwork, and so she thinks that she's really helping me out by fixing my paintings. This was just a playing with the watercolor, seeing how it would move after I used up most of the paint in certain spots, and then just added water as it went on. So that was, it's just a fun exercise. But some of the paintings that Ella did and I drew, like this little hamster thing on top. I was working on circles with this one. This was actually mine. I haven't done anything to it yet, but you can see we have a really good time. We just play around and enjoy making things. So those are ours together. And most of these she thinks that she can just draw on them, so she's probably put a lot of marks on my pieces of paper, but that's okay because I don't mind. It's easy enough to play with her and not against her. So this idea came from a YouTube video. I can't remember. I'll link it below again. I've got it in another of my videos. It's 100 tiny paintings in a year. And I think that's easy enough to do 100 tiny paintings, but I may end up, you know, rushing it in to finish a lot of them by the end of the year. But this is also just playing with the watercolors. This is terrible paper. I had no intention of turning this into anything serious. I'm just playing with colors and sketching and, you know, trying not to be intimidated by my materials, really. I wanted this to be kind of a journal, but the paper is so bad, I don't think I would be able to, I don't know. I don't think I would be able to save anything from it. It's just, I don't know. This is an example of really, you need to spend a little bit of money to preserve your work if you have any desire to do something to stand the test of time. I mean, when I was in college, we would just draw our figure drawings on butcher paper, which is fine and good, but those are not going to stand the test of time, and you're just going to have to throw it away. It's really just practice. So so yeah, this is not everything I've been doing, but this is what I could put my hands on, because Steve has taken my best things and he's put them on his desk at work, and he has them on his desk here, and I can't get it back. So that's what I've been working on, is just playing. And then I got these really cool punch devices that, because I've got scrap paper that it's really hard to get rid of it. I think I've told you guys before that when something seems useful, there's no rhyme or reason. I just don't like to throw things away. And this paper is like Japanese paper. It's beautiful silk printmaking paper. And I would rather do something with it than to throw it in the trash. It seems a waste to throw it in the trash. So I have this punch that gets the leaves, like almost like fern type leaves. And this is just a circle punch. And then this one's my newest one, and it's what you see on this paper. It's could be a flower, or it could almost be like a what do you call it? Snowflake type. But these are really fun. I don't know how long they're gonna last, but I'm sure it'll last long enough for me. So that's what I have here. And just working on, gosh, I really do wish I had my other book. I don't know if I put it away or what. But anyway, I've done some things with these little punch outs. And I think I glued them down and then I painted over the top of them. So you're not seeing all of my work. You're just seeing like what I've been playing with. So cool. Awesome. When I come back after this vacation, I'll have way too much to show you. It'll be great. Is there anything else? I could give you an update on my mom. She stopped eating very well. They may have put her on some appetite stimulant medicine. They definitely have started giving her some Ensure Boost type supplements to make sure that she's not just losing weight too fast. And she hasn't been very good about taking her medicine, which, you know, keeps her kind of in the moment. She has Alzheimer's, so she needs a little something to help her remember who she is and where she's at. But my sister-in-law Anne came to visit my mom, and we all had a really good time. Mom acted like she remembered everybody, and it was a really good visit. So I appreciate Anne for doing that. That was insanely sweet. She is just she's a nice person. She's got a good heart. And since my brother passed away, we've been trying to stay close so that we don't lose this connection of family that we have. So because I've had this little tiny bits of stress, and I like to blame everything on my stress, I bought a bunch of stuff. So I might be doing a little haul video after this one. We'll see. This was just so fantastic. I don't know how I could follow up with anything after this great collection of stuff. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get started. I can't wait to pack my little bags. They're so cute. Okay, guys, so I appreciate you. Thanks for coming by. I just love having people to share all this stupid information with. And, you know, if you don't have a community around you, you got to make your own. So I appreciate you guys being a part of mine. And I will talk to you later. in the next video, and you guys have a great week. Thank you. Bye.